For contour, I use a little bit of a darker pressed powder foundation. I pull that down the side of my nose and then underneath my cheekbones. Up across the forehead. This is going to create a more rounded look. So pulling it down across the face, over. So you're going to focus on the temples and the hairline and over, using that exact same darker pressed powder foundation. For blush, I use just a generic blush for my bottom layer. And I'm going to focus that, again, right on the cheekbone, bringing it down into the contour, and up across the hairline, over the temples. Basically, you're just trying to blend out all of that contour into your blush and across your forehead. This is going to create the feminine facial structure. I also pull that blush onto the cheeks, giving myself a little bit of color. You're not going to want to plaster it onto the apple of your cheek. You don't want to look like you're drunk. And then I go in with a loose pigment from MAC. It's a darker color than I used earlier. It's more of a cranberry. And this is what I chisel out all of that blush contour with. So I'm bringing that up, and it's a more specific area. Pulling it down. You're going to pull it straight down across into that apple, but not onto the apple. And up again into the hairline and across. And for a light contour, I use an almond shadow. And I come in across the cheekbone, down the center of the nose, and onto the forehead. Again, this is creating a more rounded forehead. So down the bridge of the nose. If you notice, I didn't put a lot of contour on the side of my nose. I don't really like the way that that looks when a lot of the girls will draw like a really tiny, skinny nose. I love my nose. I love the way that it looks. I think that if you draw a really skinny nose, it just looks fake no matter how far away you get or how close you get. So I don't actually do that. But what I do is I'm going to use that same darker pressed powder. I'm going to start right on my jawline. I'm going to bring that color, the darker pressed powder foundation, across the jawline to the chin, around almost like a man's chin strap. And then I'm going to pull that down in a triangular form from here down to the Adam's apple and across. So you're starting on the side of your jaw, pulling it down around under the chin, over to the other jawline, and then down to the Adam's apple and back up. So you're basically making a triangle of that dark powder foundation. A lot of drag queens have emailed me asking how I draw on my lips. I always start with the exact same point. I start with a dot in the middle, the lowest part of the bow in your lip. Draw it up just past where your lip naturally ends, and I come down to the corner of the lip. Never the inside, always the outside, so that you don't get this kind of swoopy, strange looking lip. Same thing on the other side. I draw it up, and I come back down to the outer edge. And for the bottom, you're just going to draw on 2 lines. So you're going to draw a line from the corner of your lip down to where your lip ends. And a lot of people make the mistake of wanting to draw a rounded line. The same thing with the eyebrows, how you're creating an illusion by drawing a straight line out. you're going to draw a straight line connecting those two dots, those two lines. So you're drawing a straight line across. Then you're just going to fill in your lip using any lipstick. You're going to blend the line into the rest of the lipstick. I use the brush that comes on the end of any lip pencil. So you're going to be pulling a little bit of that lipstick into the blue line and mostly the line into the lipstick. And then just for added hold and a little bit more shine, I come in with that, the same pink that I used on my eyes in a loose powder, and I actually just dab it over the lip. This is the same look that I did in the other video on the lip. And then again, I come in with that brush and I define the lip line. I'm gonna come back in with that liquid liner and darken up the brows. When it comes to lashes, I use the Duo Lash Adhesive, and you're pretty much just going to be creating a bead of glue along the seam of the lash. And there is a right and wrong way to put on lashes. The smallest edge, I use these ones because it's a little bit more dramatic. It's easier to show you. The smallest edge goes to the inner corner of the eye. The longer edge is going to go on the outside of the eye. So when you're going to put them on, you want to start from the outer edge and work your way in, not the inner edge and work your way out. Otherwise, all night you're basically going to have your lash poking you in the eye. Okay, the easiest way to put them on is to rest them on your natural lash and push them up onto the lid. Dry them off. Make sure that that glue is sufficiently tacky before you put it on. And then you're going to lift the lashes with your finger gently until they're resting where you'd like them for the evening. And I'm going to take that same liquid liner and I'm going to draw a line from the lashes to the corner of the eye, creating a more natural illusion. My makeup's pretty much done. I'm just gonna go throw on a wig and an outfit and I should be ready and set for the evening. Just get somebody to help you out, throw on some accessories, a fabulous wig, and you're ready to go. Check out wickedmirror.blogspot.com, and until next time, I'm Jaky. Have fun.